Hi, welcome. This is Noah's Ark Nursery. I am Corinna. I am the mommy. Welcome. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Today is Friday, January 13th, and the tag today is Casual Fun Friday by Kitty and Toddie at Little Wild Nursery. So, I'll just jump into it and show you what Hannah was wearing. Now, you have seen this outfit on Mabel. As a matter of fact, she had it on Wednesday. But Hannah also has a matching outfit to her sister, which one day I will probably twin the two of them in a video so you guys can see both of them in their outfits together. But this is a Carter's newborn. It came as a set, guys. This came as a 3-piece set, okay? This is the vest with the pink and the white checks, and of course it's got the fur in it. She doesn't want to show it, and it's a fleece, really nice warm vest that zips up. The little pink little fuzzy thing here, and then it's got a pink onesie underneath, a hot pink onesie, and the jeans that go with it. Then she has in her hair, just to show you, a hot pink. I got this from the Dollar Tree, guys. That place is amazing for hair pieces. I mean, you know, I get their hair pieces from there or Carter's or the Children's Place. Whenever I find a hair piece, I get it because I'm desperate for hair pieces. So when I see them, I get them. It has a little hot pink flower. It matches. It's a headband in the same color as the onesie. Then it came with the jeans, and she has on white socks and her Carter sneakers, newborn sneakers. She actually has on shoes today, guys. I can't believe she gave mommy what she wanted, and that was her to have shoes on. I can't believe that. That just I was like, thank you, Hannah. Although the minute this video ends, she's going to take them off. And just to show you, just so Aunt Kimmy sees this, Aunt Kimmy, one of my friends from California who has DID like I do, as a matter of fact, it's very fitting that I'm using this bib with the flamingos that matches this today on Hannah Ruth. She actually has 2 alters that are 5 and 7 that you all know that I have DID, and so does Kimberly. My friend Kimberly, she from California, she has DID, and you know, I gotta say, it is so nice to be able to connect with somebody that has the same thing I have wrong with me. Because guess what, guys? She gets me. Literally, she will be able to tell you in the comments if I switch over. If she sees me, she will know that I switch from me to either Mama, Sally, Mabel, or any one of the other dormant. Because we don't know how many, we had actually talked about this yesterday, my therapist and I, how many more I actually have hidden. I could have many more hidden and not know that I have many more characters hidden, personalities in my head hidden. But the 3 main ones that have the 3 main roles in my brain and in my life, because literally they're part of my life. Well, she has 2 alters that are 5 and 7. Hannah's 5, Ruth is 7. So, guys, look at your little sister, Hannah Ruth. And she says, hi, Aunt Kimmy. She says, hi, Aunt Kimmy. But Kimberly sent me these. Oh, my goodness. She sent me a bunch of these. I didn't know she was sending me bibs. But, so I'm using the one with flamingos today. I figure it goes perfect with her outfit. So, it matches her outfit. But anyhow, I got up this morning. Of course, I'm only taking care of one baby during the day now, guys, because you guys know Josie was talking about role-playing off camera with her babies this morning on her video. And it's quite interesting because I role-play off camera. I do things with my babies off camera. I was doing for all 5 girls. But then it got too much, and I noticed I wasn't getting to them. I wasn't getting to do a routine. And with OCD and with DID, I need a routine. I need to be in a routine. So I have the need to put these guys on a routine. So what I'm doing is I'm doing the baby of a one baby a day. Hannah is my one baby today. That means if we go anywhere, she's the one that goes with us, because she's the baby of the day. She's the one that mommy takes care of all day. Her and, of course, Jeremiah. Yesterday, I did get to take care of Isaiah quite a bit. I got to snuggle with him quite a bit, which surprises me because I had to take down all the Christmas decorations. And just to let you know, if I haven't said it yet, the window is now free, which means, this is just a warning, Jeremiah will be barking sometimes because he can see, and I probably will be yelling at him not to destroy the blinds. But right now he's laying down. But yeah, I had that dilemma of, how do I keep them on their schedule? Because for me, I got to keep them on a schedule. So I decided to do, Becca was showing a baby of the day, and she has one, I think, that she takes care of every day. I believe I've heard her say that. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm taking care of my babies, one a day. I might get Mabel out here later too and just be with her for a little while. But I want to get some other stuff done too. I got to get the floors done today. Today is my mopping and my vacuuming day. I know, really exciting housework, guys. But I do one thing a day. So during the week. Now, I would normally do that on Thursday, but because I tore down the house yesterday, not physically tore my house down, but I kind of redecorated it for spring and summer. Now, I don't have to do, I'm going to tell you guys, this feels so good because I don't have to decorate the house now till the end of July. I don't have to do that. It's done. I got 6 whole months. And I don't have to do any of this. It's done. I did, however, have a really rough afternoon decorating, tearing down the house and putting up the new stuff. When I have these things that I got from the Dollar Tree, glass bowl thingies that I put candles in and gems in. I had washed them because they get really grody sitting in the TV stand. For months they get grody, and so before I put them back out, I always wash them, and then I wash them periodically, maybe once a month. But I had it all done up. I was ready to put it on the stand, bring it from the kitchen to the living room, and it fell out of my hand and broke all over the place. I had to pick up the candle, the gems, and then I had to clean up all that glass. It took me a half an hour to do that. I had to vacuum, which Jeremiah hates the vacuum. But he was a good boy. While I picked it up, I opened up the door for him, and he just looked out for me. He was good at that. He's a good boy. He doesn't like the vacuum, but I at least got all that stuff cleaned up. But but anyhow, I had a really rough day. I did not think I was going to get it done. I was going to try to have the Christmas tree not decorated. I was going to try to take all the Christmas ornaments off the tree and put them back in the Christmas ornament box. But I couldn't. I ran out of time. I did, however, get all my pillows out of there. They're in that closet. This pillow, guys, this has a story behind it. This pillow I got at Community Aid a couple years ago for $1.99. We've had the sofa. Look at this. Look at how great these pillows go with this sofa. I mean, just look. It's like they were made for my sofa. And I only got them for $1.99. Actually, the rugs I have on the floors now, the throw rugs in the kitchen and the bathrooms, I paid $3.74 for. Now, I went with a fall rug for the bathrooms and the kitchen, but they don't look like fall rugs and they match my decor. Cool. But anyway. So anyway, that was my day yesterday. It was really rough. but I still got to spend some time with Isaiah and with Jeremiah, and it was nice. I had therapy yesterday afternoon, just to be a little open book about that. We were talking about my gatekeeper in my mind. My gatekeeper in my mind is Mama Bev, and I'm learning a lot from Mama Bev, and we're contemplating what Mama Bev has up her sleeve. Kind of. I thought about a few things yesterday. Mama Bev would talk to me on Sunday, but I can't remember now what she said. And so she was talking to me. But we talked about how normal it is for me to have certain things, for me to feel certain ways. So anyhow, that is... But anyway, Josie was talking about her dilemma. But she was also talking about role-playing off screen. Well, I role-play. So that's why I have a baby of the day now. And it's working, guys. It really is. But I have another dilemma, too. I have the same dilemma as Josie. Because I want to... There are some dolls that I want. But for me, personally, guys, I have to bond with them. When I look at the picture, if I don't bond with them, if they don't... I'm just like, well, you're not the one for me. I just don't pick just because. I have a system at this point. Like when I saw Hannah, I bonded with her immediately. When I saw Mabel, I bonded with her immediately. Now, when I saw Stephanie, when I saw Mariah was given to me. So she was a woman that we used to go to church with that was giving away her doll collection. And she was, I don't know what it was about Mariah, whether it was her red hair that I liked, or I don't know what it was about her that I liked. But Mariah is a Lee Middleton Reba Schick sculpt. So, when she was given to me, my phone just went off, guys. I should look at it. I have it on because I have something saving in it. Just to tell you. I should get on with it because if I don't... Oh. Okay, we'll take this off quick. Good. I hope that you have... Anyway, I gotta make sure it's still saving. Yeah, it is. Okay. Anyhow, Anyhow, the dolls have to speak to me. They have to, I have to bond with them. Don't ask me how I bonded with Mariah, but I just did. I didn't realize I was bonding with her at the time, though, because this was years ago. This was 8 years ago I got her. She was the first Lee Middleton, first doll, an adult that I owned as an adult. But I also got a porcelain doll that I will tell you, I don't mess with my porcelain dolls that much. It's these guys that I do things for. My porcelain dolls, I don't even show them. I guess one day I should show them. I have 4 porcelain dolls. Each one was a gift from my aunt. I mean, she paid $500 for this doll. My main collection as a child was actually porcelain dolls, or my Cabbage Patch. I had a lot. I had 3 Cabbage Patch, but I took care of them. They were my 3 kids. When I was a kid, they were my 3 kids. So, anyway, now I've got 6. Well, 7. Because I have Jeremiah, Hannah, Mariah, Mabel, Stephanie, and Isaiah. I miss one, Tammy Ann. I can't miss her. Tammy Ann. So I have 7 that I take care of. By the way, you'll be seeing Tammy Ann on Monday, just to tell you. I know you guys haven't seen her for a while. But she's always sleeping. She's always sleeping during my videos. She doesn't wake up till after the video is over, guys. So, you know, then she wakes up. But she doesn't wake up during the video. So hopefully Monday she'll wake up before the video. I'll get her while she's awake. And film the video while she's awake on Monday. But anyway, so, you know, that's my dilemma too, Josie. If you're watching, that's my dilemma too. But I have to bond with my dolls, my babies, when I see them. And so, you know, and really I bonded with Isaiah long before we got him on Saturday. I just left him there because, I mean, I didn't have the money. So when I got my Christmas present, that's what I used it for, my Christmas card. So, anyway, Miss Hannah is here with me to help me with the devotional today. I want to get on with the devotional because I have a poem I want to read to you guys. When I read the devotional, you will figure out what poem it is, maybe, if you're familiar with it. This is a promise. Okay, Miss Hannah, Mommy needs you to cooperate. Sorry, guys. I need Hannah to cooperate with me today so I can read this. Okay. He promises to walk along with you. Okay, guys. I'm going to take my glasses off so I can see this anyway. I can't see you guys right now, but I can see the Bible. He promises to walk along with you. I will walk among you and be your God, and you shall be my people. Leviticus 26:12. What I'm going to do with Hannah, I'm going to put her down, guys, because she's going to lose her shoe if I don't. And then I can put the Bible up here. You may have heard the story called Footprints. It's the story of a man who had a dream. In his dream, he was walking along the beach with the Lord. Scenes from his life flashed across the sky. For each scene, he noticed two sets of footprints in the sand, one belonging to him and the other to the Lord. When the last scene of his life flashed before him, he looked back at the footprints in the sand. He noticed that many times along the path of his life, there was only one set of footprints. He also noticed that only one set appeared during the lowest and saddest times of his life. This really bothered him, and he questioned the Lord about it. Lord, you said that once I decided to follow you, you'd walk with me all the way. But I have noticed that during the most troublesome times in my life, there is only one set of footprints. I don't understand why you weren't there when I needed you most. You said you would never leave me. The Lord replied, my son, my precious child, I love you and I would never leave you. During your times of trial and suffering, when you see only one set of footprints, it was then that I carried you. Can you catch what this story is saying? No matter what kind of situation you go through, the Lord is going to be right there with you. Don't forget it. You never have to walk alone again. He's the one who walks with you. I can put my glasses back on now, guys. That is so true. You know, last year, I'm thinking about last year. You know, because at the end of last year, I looked back. We'll talk about that after I do this. Because I want to get this in. I want to get the verses in. Psalm 23:4 says, Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. And then Proverbs 3:23-26. Then shalt thou walk in thy way safely, and thy foot shall not stumble. When thou liest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yea, thou shalt lie down, and thy sleep shall be sweet. Thy sleep shall be sweet. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh. For the Lord shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken. And then Hebrews 5 verse B. 13 verse 5 B. It's the second part of the verse. He says, for he hath said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. And he didn't last year for me, guys. I look back on last year, and I'm going to read this poem. I'm going to read Footprints in the Sand for you. I used to have, used to have it on a big plaque, but I can't find the plaque now, guys. And I used to have it on a marker, but I can't find the marker either. I think the marker's in one of my books in my mommy cave. But this is on my phone. It goes, Footprints. One night a man had a dream. He dreamed he was walking along the beach with the Lord. Across the sky flashed scenes from his life. For each scene he noticed 2 sets of footprints in the sand. One belonged to him, the other the Lord. When the last scene of his life flashed before him, he looked back at the footprints in the sand. He noticed that many times along the path of his life, there was only 1 set of footprints. He also noticed that it happened at the very lowest and saddest times in his life. This really bothered him, and he questioned the Lord about it. Lord, you said that once I decided to follow you, you'd walk with me all the way. But I have noticed that during the most troublesome times in my life, there is only 1 set of footprints. I don't understand why when I needed you the most, you would leave me. The Lord replied, my precious, precious child, I love you, and I would never leave you during your times of trial and suffering. When you see only 1 set of footprints, it was then that I carried you. I'm thinking about a really sad time in my life right now, that my dad on April the 14th will be gone for 10 years. And I'm thinking about that time when he was sick and I was helping my mom take care of him. And just how I look back on that time now. I was actually reading the poem and looking back on that time in my mind. The Lord carried me through that. I was about to lose my father. I didn't want to admit it. The Lord knew that I was getting ready to lose my father. He was very sick. And he carried me through that. And I remember, sorry guys, I'm thinking about my dad and I'm starting to cry. Sorry. It just the fact that my dad has been gone for almost 10 years, oh man, sorry. But, it's just the fact that the Lord carried me through that, time. That was a sad and low time in my life. And then last year, when I was in the rehab, in the nursing home, in the hospital, the Lord carried me. I can look back and I can say, yes, there's only 1 set of footprints in that sand for that time, Lord. But they're your footprints because you carried me. He didn't leave me. Wherever we go, he's there. Whatever we do, he is there. No matter what we're going through in our lives. Right now we're going through with my mom's dementia. And I think about my mom a lot. That could be why, Mama Bev in my brain, just to tell you, is starting to get more and more stronger. She used to be really strong. Then she backed off for a while, and now she's coming back to the forefront. Where, okay, I've got to protect you. I've got to do this, And so that's why I think Mama Bev is doing her thing again. So, which is fine. She was there to be a mother to me when my mother had no clue what was going on. Had no clue about the abuse that was going on at school. I was very afraid to tell her too. But I think about the times in my life when my husband, 6 months before we got married, I will tell you this April 18th, my husband and I will be married for 25 years. And it, I look back on that time and hearing the doctor look at you 6 months before we didn't even get married yet. And his mom, his stepdad, his mom, his stepdad, and me were all there. And the doctor said he had cancer, colorectal cancer. And he carried us through that. Carried us all through that. I can remember breaking down in my father-in-law's arms, my future father-in-law's arms. I can remember, but God was there. He was constantly there, and he made a promise to me, and he kept it. He's kept it. Last year, when I was so sick and I didn't know, what was going to happen from one day to the next with my foot. I couldn't even see beyond the wound vac on my foot. I couldn't see beyond that. But God did. He never left me. The nursing home never left me. When I was in the rehab, the nursing home never left me. Then I came home. I had to have 24-hour care. I finally had to say, no more. As long as, I told my husband, I said, as long as my mom's here, I'm going to always let my mom do stuff for me. So I kind of had to, say, I need to try this on my own. So I did. And I wasn't alone then either. I had the Lord, I had dealt the year before with a lot of loneliness in my life. My husband went to 4 10-hour days, and I was just so lonely. And I'm like, Lord, what am I going to do? I can't do anything. My back is hurting. I'm always alone, and I'm tired of always being alone. I'm going to tell you what he told me. You are never alone. I am here. And that's when I would close my eyes and I would see him before me. He would show me, I am there. I am here. And not that I'm alone with Jeremiah. Honestly, guys, I'm not. But he's looking at me. Jeremiah goes, oh, now I can look out the window. So he's looking at me and he's looking out the window. So, fair warning, he's about to start. I think if he sees somebody out there, he'll start. But anyway, I just, he never leaves us. Never. My dad had to leave us. My dad didn't want to leave us, just to tell you. 10 years ago, he didn't want to. He was constantly telling my mom and I hate this. I don't want to leave you. I'm not ready to leave you guys. He was constantly telling us that. But when the Lord called him home, he called him home. I'll basically remember my dad and maybe show you some pictures of my dad on the anniversary of his death. His birthday is coming up on January the 28th. I might do something special for my dad for that day, because that would have been his 85th birthday. My dad would have been 85. I miss my dad. I really do. I might do something very special for my dad's birthday. I hope you guys join me for that. But with that said, God never left me. Never, ever left me. And when I was talking about losing my dad to him, I said, what am I going to do? I'm not going to have a dad anymore. He reminded me, I am your heavenly Father. I am your Father, and I'm not going anywhere. So, he never leaves us, never forsakes us. and we are never alone. When you think you are alone, you're not. Just close your eyes. I mean, I've had times where the Lord has put his arms around me. He's rocked me. You know, we're not alone. And we're not alone in this life. At the hardest, most difficult times in our lives, he is there. And instead of us walking beside him, instead of him walking beside us holding our hands, Jesus himself is carrying you, is carrying us through that time in our life. I just look back on last year, how difficult most of that year was. Then I had heart tests. You guys know in November I had to take a heart test that I was really, really scared about. But I got it through it. He was there. My blood pressure is good now. I have my pulse rate has come down. It's below 100 now, which is where it should be. I mean, just what the Lord has done, just being with me, it's just incredible. So anyway, that is my video for today, guys. Hannah and I are going to spend some quality time together. I'm going to feed her again here soon. I got her bottle here ready to go, and her bib, and I'm going to feed her. Well, this is uploading, I think, and then I'm going to put her down for a short nap so I can have lunch. Then I'm going to get her up, change her diaper, do things like that, and then, but Hannah and I are going to enjoy spending our day together. Hope you guys have a blessed and wonderful day, and remember, you're not alone, because the Lord is with you. If you're going through something really tough right now, just remember, there are 2 sets of footprints in the sand. And if you only look and see one right now, if you're going through something, it's because the Lord is there. So, and he is the one carrying you. So, okay, I hope you guys have a blessed and wonderful day. I will see you all tomorrow. I don't know who I'll have tomorrow, guys. I was thinking maybe I'd get 2 of them up and get them dressed tomorrow. We'll see. Because my husband is working 8 hours tomorrow, so I hope you guys have a blessed and wonderful day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye. Here, Hannah, Mommy's got to put you down so she can do this.